Hey, Lotz of Botz here. I have a trade going right now live on the spot, and it's for the euro to continue down. Let's shrink this chart here until till around 12. See that right there? You can kind of see the elements. You get a 1, 2, 3 built up in here. I've got binary options that are expiring right now. Well, already expired at 10 after from above 10. That was a nice trade. But we should also continue on the spot side on lower from this point to this point. And what I'm going to do is I'll come back later and we'll take a look at what happened with this trade. I do want to show you the elements that made this what it is. Alright, so you have this gap. Boom, boom. Retraces. I want you to notice the pattern right in here. This is a snake. Now, what's likely to have happen is that we're probably going to fill this gap by 12. So I'm going to be looking for a pretty decent win on this. Generally, I don't want to get too predictive here. I have to trade this until the exact time, which is 12. And I'll be back then, and we'll see how this trade turns out. But note the pattern. This is a snake. Goes from the bottom, jumps up, creates like a double top. Structure, creates a double top up here. Bam. Retraces up there, threatens to break higher, doesn't break higher, then breaks below previous low right here at 04. Now we should get continuation lower. I'm located right in at a little bit above 10. Let's see. And my stop is going to be no more than less than 4 pips. So that's all I need to do, and we'll wait and we'll see what happens. Alright, Lotz Of Botz back here. As you see, we have a decline. It's starting to accelerate, but I'm going to go into protection mode. I'm up over 15 pips right now on this trade. So what I'm going to do is just take half of my position off, and let's see what we get right here. See if we can get a little bit better pricing. There we go. There we go. And that's fine. Alright, so now I can also lower my stop if I want, but I'm not going to. I'm going to let this one ride. I don't think I'm going to have to worry about it. I've taken off half the position for, what was that, like 17 pips? 16, 17, whatever. But, my risk originally was only about a little under 4 pips. So, therefore, we'll see what happens. But the key is this. I want you to recognize this in all my trades. My risk is small. My reward is large. And I'll be back in a little bit, and we'll see how this turns out. So far, it's following its path. Let me see. I have the times marked out. 44 after till 12. Basically, my time, that would be 12. And the main target, if it goes to or under 8.6, I will fully exit the position. And it looks like we're kind of getting close to that. But anyway, I'm not going to predict. I'll be back later, and we'll see how this turns out. All right, this seems to be very close to my target and under, and I'm about to exit. Let's see what happens here. We're getting down to an extreme, and I'm up over 20, exactly 20 at the moment. Once it goes under 8.6, I'm out. I'm gone. I might give it a little space, but not very much, because 8.6 represents the target that I was looking for on the overall trade, which made it a very good trade. You see the elements. I'll go back over them in a minute. And I want you to notice this on other pairs, gold, whatever you trade. Generally, you want to see structure in your trades, especially if they're spot trades, because you can't guess. A lot of people try to guess what price is going to do. And if you trade that way, well, you're going to go by way of the dodo bird and extinction. Alright, I'm going to give it a few more minutes, let it play around here. It's probably going to pop back up because of the deviation that it created, and then make another move under to my target. Alright, Lotz Of Botz here. I'm about to take a full exit on this position. We had the downside acceleration. If you look at this right here, it's going for its final endpoint. Come on, baby. I've got until 12, which is another 22 minutes, so I'll fight this position out fully until I get the time expiry, or I get my target, which is going to be 8.6 and under. So I'm going to look to be taking over 24 pips on the rest of this, giving me a risk reward that is just fantastic. I've taken over 16.5. I have basically no risk. And come on, just drop for me, baby. Get under my target. And let's go back into the chart and just take one more look, one more time here, as to what I'm looking at. See the snake? You also have the gap. If this goes over and drops into the gap real fast, you could get a stronger drop here. It will just suck it right down into there from the 60s. I'm almost tempted to hold the other position for that, just because of this. But the thing is this, technically, at 8.6 and under, it is a good exit point, and it was just an excellent trade. Beyond that is kind of greedy. It could revert all the way back up to here, and maybe even go higher before finally coming back to the gap. So I have to trade according to what I see, and what I see is what you see right here. You have the snake, you have the double top, you have the retrace up here, and then the pullback all the way back down, and there's your target line. Beyond that would be kind of greedy. But I have until 12 p.m. By 12 p.m., I don't care if it's down or up, I have to exit this position. So we'll see. Almost hit it. Alright, we'll wait. Now, another thing that you'll notice here is, why am I holding on for 8.6 and under, Lotz? I mean, normally, if you get a movement or price range like this, you will just exit your position right around. I mean, you're like 80% of the range or more. I mean, that's a good trade. Why are you holding for that number? Well, that gap below is going to attract it and suck it down. Even though I just want these extra few pips, that gap below is attractive. And I have until 12, which is still another 18 minutes, of which I can stay in this position and hold it for as long as I like, before I exit. And as long as I follow my rules, I don't really care. So far, you can see that it's following the trajectory and perfectly, and it's almost at target. And look at that. Here we go. We might be hitting that very shortly. So if I get an acceleration under that, I will look to exit. Here we go. Here we go. 8.7. 8.6. Here we are. Here we go. 8.5. 8.4. Alright. Trade is concluded. Target is hit. I am gone. Now I could hold it for more, but I don't really care. My risk reward was perfect on the trade. I've taken over 20 pips for less than 4 pips of risk. So that's 5 to 1, over 5 to 1 actually, and that is the trade. But as you see, those are all the elements, and this is Lotz Of Botz. Until next time, peace.